Hi everybody, it's Russ from My Hammers 11. I hope you're safe and well. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you're made aware of any time we put new content on. We have videos going up daily, but sometimes 2-3 times a day, so hit that bell so you don't miss any content. Lots of great guests, lots of ex-players, including today's guest. He made over 120 appearances for the club across a 5-year stint at West Ham. It's Julien Faubert. Hi Julien, how are you?
Hi, I'm great, and you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. How is lockdown? Is this weird world we live in now? How's it treating you?
All right. Anyway, I feel blessed because nobody in my family been touched, but what I heard, many people lost their loved ones, so feel sad about that. But it's a crazy world at the moment, and we need to deal with. But the most important thing is to respect the rules and to be careful about everything about this sad COVID.
Yeah, no, totally. It is. It's very strange, isn't it? It still feels a bit. I don't know. I was talking to my daughter today, who's 8,
Yeah,
and she was
yeah,
like, "It's gone so quick, Daddy," and it's like. It's like, bless her.
yeah,
She hasn't
yeah.
been. She doesn't mind. She hasn't been at school for 3.5 months. She's
Yeah,
fine.
like my kids, they were happy as well, but they realized they a little bit older, so they realize what danger is outside,
Yeah.
and we need to be careful. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And she's I'm trying to she quite enjoys wearing the masks. She feels like she's being a
yeah,
ninja. So we sort of
yeah,
we make fun of it, and she says it's not too bad now because as of Friday
yeah,
in the UK everyone has to wear them in shops and stuff now. So
yeah. In France,
um
it's the same now.
yeah, too
Yeah,
right.
we come back in a bad situation now in
Yeah.
France, so we need to be careful. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, totally. And
Yeah,
obviously, in the UK, obviously, Ligue 1 isn't on, but obviously the Premier League is, and it's almost finished.
yeah,
West Ham have got over the line, it seems, and we'll be in the Premier League next year, and we can start
yeah,
again.
yeah. Exactly. That's the most important things, to be honest. I was scared at the moment, one moment in the season. But now we stay up and we stay in Premier League, so that's the most important thing. And now we need to refresh the mind, refresh everything, and start well next season. I hope.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. And
yeah,
obviously on that, so what I do is every time I have an ex player on, I always ask him the same question, and it's about the story. Why West Ham? And obviously for you, you joined from Bordeaux, 2000
mhm.
summer 2007. What was the story? How did it happen? How did the transfer happen? That's what I'm always interested in.
Yeah. First of all, I was in contact with Glasgow Rangers,
Yes.
and I was nearly ready to sign, and my manager received a phone call from people from West Ham, and straight away he said to me, he said he know already it was my dream to play in Premier League, but when he said to me about West Ham, and I googled it a little bit to know the history of the club, and especially I play football for the atmosphere of football, so the fans and everything. And when I heard and I saw what was West Ham, and I talked with some friends of mine who play in Premier League as well. Said, no, you have to go there. You know the fans are crazy. You're gonna love it. And so my decision was straight away. I said, okay. I said to my agent, okay, we stop with Rangers and we go to West Ham, and that's how things happen. And I finished to sign for West Ham.
Yeah, fantastic. And we've always
Yeah,
had, and even more so now, we always have, I've a very French contingent of West Ham players. Particularly even now you got
yeah,
Issa Diop and people, and
yeah,
and obviously Haller, and we've always had. Since my
yeah.
time supporting the club, French-based players, and it must be
Hmm.
something to do with, as you said, the fans, and obviously, the passionate French football fans, and there's this
Yeah.
sort of connection, it seems, and as you said, when you found out how passionate the fans were, it was a no-brainer to come to us.
Yeah, definitely. And as well, when I arrived in especially in West Ham, I felt straight away at home.
Yeah,
Like everybody was welcome. It's really rare in football to have this feeling, to feel
right.
like it's like a family. And when I arrived at this time, I felt really at home, and I thought, okay, it was the right choice. And at the end, until now, I thought it was the right choice because I spent many years in West Ham, but
Yeah,
some of them they are my best years in football. Like about feelings, about experience, about everything, and yeah, I'm really proud to have this to wear this shirt for me, and I'm still proud because I still follow this club because it's more club for me. It's like a family.
Oh, fantastic! You know what to say,
Yeah,
Julian, to get everyone happy. No, it's true. It's
yeah,
it's it's true. And every player I talk to always mentions about the fans, and it is the fans that make the
hmm,
club. And
yeah,
obviously,
definitely.
and obviously the difficulty is obviously you signed in the July, and then obviously you got injured in
Hmm,
pre-season, and so there was a delay.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, still, 120 appearances for the club. What's it like? I mean, obviously, there's not many people who get a chance. What's it like walking out to Upton Park with "I'm for playing Bubbles"? Everyone's singing it. What's it like for you?
It's it's always been my first one was the craziest one, but it's always been something special because as I said always, and I said to my kids, and I said to the players I coach now, it's the I play football to have sensation, to have feelings on the
Mm.
pitch, and when you are in the tunnel and you heard already the fans singing, and even before the kickoff, I swear to God, I had goosebumps many like all the times because it's like it's something special, and the
Yeah,
silence after and the scream of the crowd was crazy, and yeah, it's I don't know. I can't explain, but I played football for this. The new generation play football for different reason,
yeah,
but me in my age, I play football for this. That's why I loved, and I still loving Premier League. I still loving English fans because they know to, even if you're tired or
mm,
if you, I don't know, if you feel unwell on the
yeah,
pitch, their guys are behind you and they can
yeah.
push you on your limit. So it's something special. But yeah, listen this song. It's just amazing. And to be honest, I miss that. I miss that a lot.
Yeah. And it must be weird for the players at the moment because obviously there's no fans, is there, in the ground?
Hmm,
And I think at the beginning, the first few games of Premier League restart, they called it. You could see that because
hmm.
fitness levels were a bit down and it was a little bit lethargic. It seems the last sort of few weeks it's really kicked up, and it must be hard for them, if, as you said, if they're feeling down, they're feeling like to have the not having the crowd there to jeer them up. It must be really strong mentally to having to deal with those sort of behind closed doors games. Must be really weird for them to do that.
Yeah,
I know that. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Um.
definitely because especially when you go in Premier League or you play many years in Premier League, you used to have the atmosphere, you used to have
Yeah.
fans, even if it's against you, you still have this feeling to say, okay, today we're gonna play, it's gonna be crowdy and everything. But yet to play in silence
Mm.
or between like you can hear each other and everything, it's like something special and difficult for us to adapt yourself to this. But yeah,
Mm.
I think especially in the Olympic Stadium, imagine the size of
Yeah.
the stadium. But yeah, it should be difficult.
It is weird. It is weird. Obviously, I'm
Yeah,
one of the 300 who are there, and so it
yeah,
is very strange. You can hear the
yeah,
journalists typing on their computer.
yeah,
That's how quiet. It's really weird. It's really weird.
yeah.
But obviously, you're 5 years at West Ham.
Hmm.
What was it like in that dressing room? You had a lot of characters at that time at West Ham. What was it like training with them lot and some real crazy people and big personalities there?
Yeah, yeah. I spent times with many big characters as well. I have mine too. But the thing is, I always I as well made friends.
Yeah,
So I was really close to many players, and we have life in football, but as well life outside football, and uh, and it was great to be honest. It was really great. I spent like in England, it's really rare, but in England, I argue with some players, but never big arguments. In France, it's always big argument. You nearly fight with some players. But in England, when you know the mentality of the players, and you know when they give you a tackle or something, it's nothing personal. It's just the way how you play in England.
yeah,
It's okay. And they test you already. They always test you. The English players test you. So when I arrive, I was the Frenchie. French people don't like contact, don't like tackle, don't like anything. We always complaining. So they test me, but they saw like I say nothing, but the next challenge I went as well, and they saw already like, okay, this guy is more like us than French guy, and I feel more English than French,
Yeah,
and yeah, but it was a great 5 years, to be honest. Even if we had to go down and everything,
yeah,
it was a difficult season as well for me with the manager, but I stay in the club because what they give it to me for many things. When I lost my mom, I was on the pitch, and the crowd know this, and they
yeah,
support me about this. So everything was different. So even if we went in championship, I say no, I can't leave. I need to help
yeah.
the club to go up. So yeah, it was great. It was amazing. Some amazing feelings.
Yeah, no, it was, and I know what you mean. That the West Ham fans, they always respond well to players who play with their heart, and
Yeah,
to do what you had to do when your mum wasn't there, it was
mm,
horrible, and obviously you knew that the West Ham fans
yeah,
respected you because
yeah,
like life's life and football's only football, but to do
exactly.
that, to carry on playing is a massive kudos to you, and I think that's
Yeah,
why the fans took to you because
yeah,
and where you were quick, you were fast, you went down that wing, the TGF,
yeah,
that's what you were, and it's and
yeah,
and I think that's what fans loved. They loved fast, pacey, a bit like in the current team with Antonio and people like that.
yeah,
Fast and aggressive
yeah,
runners, and that's what you were, and it was something
yeah.
which I particularly enjoyed as well because
Thank you.
I was a big fan, to be honest. So
Thank you.
in those 5 years, what sort of what sticks out? What memories stick out in terms of your time at West Ham?
Um, for me, if I have to pick one, I will choose the the playoff finals.
Yeah,
The playoff final we played, and we know how big was for the fans. We knew at this time how we have to win this, how we have to like we really win this game, and the end of the game, like when we score, and I heard this Wembley Stadium like exploding and everything was one of the nah, yeah, I can say one of the best memory I had in football, because I if I can break something in the stadium at this time I could, because I was so exciting, so crazy for the fans, and I saw some fans crying, screaming
yeah,
and everything, and that's why I love football, because you can give only with
yeah,
kicking a ball some pleasure to the people, and yeah, and I feel proud to be part of this game, because you know I I felt as well when we go down. I saw some fans crying, but
yeah.
sadly, and at this time I saw some fans crying, but for happiness. So yeah, I feel proud. That's my memory in West Ham. But I have
It,
many. I have the Millwall game as well was
yeah,
was crazy as well. But I know why. But yeah, if I have to pick one, I would pick this one.
yeah. And you're right. Thinking about it sort of objectively, it's crazy to think that you kicking a football has that much effect on someone's emotions.
Yeah,
Obviously we know it does, but looking at it objectively from an outsider, I mean, particularly
yeah,
that game. I mean, the playoff is literally it's the most lucrative single game in the world, isn't it? You win that
yeah,
game and
yeah.
you win hundreds of millions of pounds, and
Exactly.
the pressure on you guys must have been immense because obviously you knew what it meant, and you've
Yeah,
got obviously players who are fans in that team as well. Um,
yeah,
and it's just I don't think I mean I was talking to Anton Ferdinand about the playoffs, the previous round of playoffs, and
hmm,
he I didn't appreciate how much pressure that you guys were going to be on, because you think, oh, it's just a
yeah.
football game, but for you guys,
It's a
that,
big one.
yeah, and the tea
Bec-
ladies and the kit men,
yeah, yeah. For because at this time I talk for myself,
yeah,
but I didn't think, to be honest, I didn't think about the money, about the club. I
yeah,
didn't think about the million or billion pounds we will have if we go in Premier League. I thought at this time I have many families behind me. I have
yeah,
many families who are in the crowd. I have the kit man as well. I have people who to go up can change the life of the people who work for the club. I thought at this time for all these peoples, and for me the pressure was more from the heart than from financial things, because
Yeah.
Because I respect me, I always been respectful for the fans, because they pay from their work, from their salary, from their wages. They pay to come to see you play. So the only respect you have to give is to give you 100%, 110% for them. And at this time, I thought, okay, you have many season tickets people, and from some family, some kids, even some husband who could be angry if we lose. So I thought, okay, Julian, you need to move your ass. And even if I don't play from the start, when I came on, I give everything. And you can't imagine the release at the end when you reach the point and you say, okay, it's done now. We can be happy now.
Yeah, exactly. And as I said, it was a, I mean, I've been to a few playoffs, unfortunately, and being a
Yeah.
West Ham fan, and it's an amazing, it's amazing. It's like, I've seen us get promoted through coming second in the championship, but also I think the playoffs is just something magical about it. One game,
Yeah,
so many
exactly.
fans, and it's just it's brilliant.
Exactly.
It's brilliant, and I'm
It's
glad.
great.
Go on, carry, man.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm continue. It's crazy because during this season we had a great season. We was really strong. We won so many games, and I think the end of the season we draw some games and we go down, but we go a little bit down in the table. But if I can say something, when we was in the changing room before this game, we can say that now because we never know what's gonna happen at this time. But we felt so strong. In ourselves, we couldn't lose. We felt like, okay, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, but we couldn't lose. Especially because we was in London as well, in our city with our fans, so we felt so strong. But yeah, it was a scary game, to be honest, because nobody was. Normally in the changing room, we always laugh, always make jokes, but at this time, I can promise you, it was a silent changing room.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Very,
Yeah,
very serious. So
yeah.
so what we do is, so as I said, we find out about your origin story, and then also we like to do this, and it's the whole point of the channel, really, called My Hammers 11. So what we do is we ask fans to give their players, play their favourite players and players they've seen and stuff. But from the players' perspective, I like to put together the Faubert 11, that the players that you played with, if you had to put a team together of all those 5 years worth of players, who would you pick? And obviously we know that you're not going to, it's all a bit fun. No one takes the mickey, but the whole idea is just to put something together. And of course you can play yourself in whatever position you want to play yourself, Julien. So, I know you played a little bit right back, but you can put yourself properly right wing or whatever. We try and keep it to 4-4-2 as well. So if we're going for the Faubert 11, who would be in goal? Who'd be in goal?
Robert Green.
Robert Green. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the only keeper I knew in West Ham, to be honest. And he was a proper English goalkeeper, but he was strong. He makes some mistake, but he was strong. He was stronger as well. So yeah, Robert Green.
Yeah. And it's, as a trouble with goalkeepers, they make one mistake and it gets shown up. If you did a missed pass, no one thinks twice. It's trouble with the goalkeeper. Yeah. Okay, we'll put the goalkeeper. Yeah. Let's go left back. Who will we have left back then, Julien?
I will put Erita Lunga.
Oh,
remember him?
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, not bad. Strong left back. It's a friend of mine as well, but I think it's a real warrior in his mind. So it's he's a real soldier, so you can count on him.
Yeah. And the fans loved him. He was like a cult hero, much like yourself. He's I think fans warm to players who, as I said, give their all and have that slight bit of craziness. And in Lunga, Harita had that. And it's slight, it's like, you don't know.
Exactly.
We love that in players. We like players who are a little bit unpredictable. Okay, so we'll put Harita left back. Right back. Who should we have right back then?
I would put Lucas Neal.
Yes, Lucas
Yeah,
Neal.
he was our captain when I arrived.
Mm.
He was the guy who one of the guy who make me feel at home when I arrived in West Ham. Really friendly, really open. My English wasn't good at this time, and he helped me a lot. Take the time for me,
Mm.
uh, take the time for my family as well.
Oh,
Organize as well. Organize things for the team. So
mm.
some paintball and everything because we need this as well to make
Yep.
everything together. But a really nice guy,
Yeah.
and as well he was a little bit at the end of his career when I arrived, but a strong right back,
Yeah.
not really an offensive right back, but
No.
a strong one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
mm,
what, when I've spoken to people like Anton and people like that. I didn't. I don't think I appreciated how good Lucas Neal was as a captain. And as you said,
yeah,
he's a good captain. He got your team spirit and all that type of stuff,
yeah.
which is fantastic. Okay, let's put. Oh, there we go. I can see it now. I'm joking.
Cut out the lights. Yeah,
Only
sorry.
joking. Only joking. Right. Okay. Let's go centre backs. Who should we have at centre back? Then Julian.
um, if I want to, yeah, I will put on the left, especially with respect, uh, Collins,
Oh, James Collins. Yeah. Yeah.
Ginger,
Ginger.
because of his years in yeah Ginger because of his years in West Ham, because of his commitment in the game, and because he was as well a top guy for me, a really funny guy, a really top guy. Uh, Now, originally, we lived in the same street in Loughton, and he was always friendly with me. So Ginger was always special for me. So I will put Ginger.
I used to live in Loughton as well, Julian. So yeah. I
Yeah,
don't live in Loughton anymore, but I used to live in Loughton. Yeah, so I used to
yeah,
see it was a lot of players live around Loughton, wasn't it? Because it's very close, and there was Ginger
yeah,
and various others. But yeah, okay,
yeah.
Ginger Pele, James Collins. Who's the other centre back?
Um, I need to put him because it's like a brother for me. So I will put Manuel da Costa. You remember him?
Oh yeah, he got. Did you see the other day? With him and Feguli, they had a fight on the
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good old West
It's
Ham
like
boys.
yeah, it's like it was like to be honest, if I have to talk about him, he was
Yeah,
a proper crazy guy with a big heart. So he can, something in his brain sometimes can switch off. But he was he's a hard guy. So he's a guy with the big heart. He's an athletic center back, like really
yeah,
strong. He is
yeah.
really strong, and uh, and I feel bad I couldn't play more with him, but he was a strong one.
Yeah. It was funny. I did make me laugh the other day with him and Faguli having a
Yeah.
bit of a spat, and he had to go to VAR. I just thought, oh, the West Ham boys are still there. Okay, let's go into midfield. Let's put left midfield. Who you play left midfield?
I don't know if some West Ham fan would be agree with me, but I will put Luis Boamorte.
Oh, Luis Belmonte. I've got to type
Yeah,
him in. Yeah, he was
he's
a good character. I thought Luis Belmonte was.
yeah,
He's professional.
big character, really, really, really professional. After his injury, he made everything to come back. Uh, he was my translator when I arrived in West Ham because he speaks French and he translates for me because at this time you didn't have many French player,
Yeah,
so I have to speak English really quick as I did. But he was yeah, I was really close as well to him, to his family. Really professional guy. Really, if he felt really good in West Ham. We talked many times about this. He said, "Yeah, I felt really good," and didn't give what he could give, I think. But
yeah,
as well, strong guy, strong black Portuguese
yeah,
guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Belmonte. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Are we going to put ourselves at right midfield, Julian?
I will. I will. I
I,
have to beat
I
this
think you
team.
have
Yeah.
to. You've got to
So
get your appearance fee more than anything.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think you need to talk
So
about
yeah,
Julien Faubert. I think you know yourself. Quick,
yeah. I
fast,
think I know myself.
aggressive. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, let's go.
Never
Let's
give
go.
up.
Never
I
give
never
up.
give
Never
up.
gives up. That's what
Yes,
definitely.
sir. Yeah.
Okay, let's go into central midfield. Who should you have in central midfield then, Julian?
I have to pick this one because I think you will. Nobody will be against me after 500 appearance.
Yes.
I will put Mark Noble.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Mark Noble, definitely. As well. I didn't know about him when I arrived. It took times before we talked to each other and everything, but after that, I was really close to him. And this guy, as I can compare him to me because we have the same fighting spirit.
Yep.
We have the same mentality of winning. We hated losing. When we was in the same team, sometimes in training ground, we like argue against each other, fighting against each other. But after that, we're gonna change. We make a hug.
Yeah.
So I can't say I like. I think I can say I love this man
Yeah.
because he was always straight, and in football is really rare. And what he did for this club, what he give to this club, and when the club give to him as well, I just have to show respect. I
Yeah.
respect him a lot. I feel bad about him only for one thing. He didn't went to the England team.
Yeah.
I think he should before, and even now I think it's a little bit too late because he's maybe too old.
Maybe.
But that's the only regret he can have because
Yeah.
he made a really big career, really big career.
Yeah, it's a running issue with West Ham fans and players in
Yeah,
England, Julian. So yeah, it's very
yeah,
unusual. We have
I
someone like
know.
Declan Rice who manages to play for
Yeah,
England. But yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay. Who's Noble going to partner in the central midfield positions then?
I will put Scott Parker.
Oh, Scott Parker. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He's as well a proper soldier,
yeah,
a guy who know to manage as well the team, who know to help his teammates. He was a proper worker in the midfield, work a lot, run a lot, tackle a lot. But he was he was a nice guy too. Nice guy
yeah,
too. I can't say anything about anybody, but he was a nice guy too. And yeah, it was a good teammate, really good teammate.
yeah. No, definitely good
Yeah,
shout. And I think and I think Scott Parker and I think Mark Noble. Scott Parker helped Mark Noble become the player
yeah,
he is. Definitely,
yeah.
and
I
and
think
and it's
yeah,
almost like now Mark Noble is making Declan Rice the play.
yeah,
It's like this sort
exactly.
of circle of life thing. It's quite sweet.
Yeah,
Right, okay. Up front, who are we going to have? Who's your first striker? Then, Julie, I'm looking forward to your strikers.
I'm not gonna be original, but I will pick a real brother for me, Carlton Cole.
Sorry, I couldn't hear. Sorry,
Carlton Cole.
Carlton Cole. God bless him. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
What a guy. Lovely bloke.
Carlton. Yeah, yeah. Carlton was. I think he was with Anton Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Was the first two English player who I went to the restaurant with. I discovered the city at night and during the day with them. Um, there was like yeah, I'm still close to Carlton. We still texting each other. We still talking to
Really?
each other. Um, he's a proper nice guy.
Yeah.
Proper nice guy. Always smiling, always laughing, always make jokes. And for me, he was a strong striker as well.
Yeah.
Didn't score a lot, but he was a strong striker. Helped the team, really heavy for the defense opponent. And
Mm.
yeah, I can't say he's just my brother. Like,
He's
I
your
really
brother.
like him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. Yeah, and it's
definitely.
nice to
Yeah,
see he's sort of he's involved with West Ham in terms of the coaching staff, and I think
yeah,
his
yeah,
enthusiasm for the game clearly is being passed on to
yeah,
the youngsters, which is brilliant.
yeah.
Okay, right, you got one spot left. Who's going to be the final spot in the Faubert 11?
It's hard. It's hard because I miss many friends on this team, but I will put my even it's really difficult because I in the midfield as well. I miss one friend of me, Jack Collison.
Yeah, yeah,
But I really like Jack. I really love Jack. Out front, I will put my little brother because I always his attitude, his smile. He didn't have the career he deserved, but I will put Zavon Hines.
Oh, Zavon Hines. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Again, another guy, he's involved in the West Ham setup as well.
yeah,
Oh, Zavon
yeah,
Hines. Yeah, what a lovely, good, as you said, he did. You're right. He didn't get as many games as he should have done
yeah,
at West Ham.
yeah, yeah. He was my little brother. I really like him. What I can say about the youngsters in West Ham when I arrived, and I still even now, uh, completely different than France. There was unbelievable, like crazy respectful.
Yeah.
So they always care about the holders. They always respect the holders. They never complain, never say a word. In France, I can trust you. It's not like this. I can tell you it's not like this. But there was, yeah. That's why I feel I don't know. I feel something for Zavon because he was always smiling, always respectful, and sometimes I push him a lot, like to take me something, drinks and everything, but he never complained, never say anything. And yeah, I like him. I really like him. So
Oh,
up front,
brilliant.
Zabanice. I miss. I'm sorry about so many teammates I miss, but yeah, that's
Yeah, but
my
that's
11.
the idea. Yeah, it's as you said, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone has an opinion, and as I said, no one takes anything to
yeah.
heart. It's all fun. Julian, I promised you 30 minutes. It's been 31 minutes. I apologise,
No, don't
but
worry. Don't
thank
worry.
you
It's no rush.
so
It's no rush.
so much for your time. I've really, really, really
Thanks
enjoyed
for
it,
yours.
and I'm sure everyone watching has enjoyed it. So thank you
Thank
for your
you.
time, and obviously thanks everyone for watching. Like, share,
Thank.
subscribe, and until next time, for me and Julian, take care, stay safe, and come on, you irons. Come on, you
Yeah,
irons.
come on, you Irons. Yeah, come on. Thank you very much.
Cheers, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye bye.